Hi guys! Have you ever made a video where you're recording down on your hand while you're drawing or coloring or making a craft or something? Well, I just made one and I thought I would share with you the setup that I used in case it's helpful for you. But if you have done it or if you have any suggestions to make my setup better, please comment below and let me know how you did it or what I should be doing, because it's kind of a learning process, learning as we go. So what I did, well, firstly, I'd like to tell you about the setup that I have, the equipment that I have, and then more specifically how I actually used it. So first of all, the project that I was doing was coloring this image for Trans-Canada Trail, the Great Trail, and I did this drawing for them, and then they wanted a video of me actually coloring it, which was a ton of fun to make. So it should be posted fairly soon. Check in the comments or the description, because I'll post a link there for you as soon as I've got it so you can check it out. But so you can see how it went, and then again make suggestions if you see something I could make better. So first of all, what I have is I have 3 lights, and I'll talk to you about why that is in a bit and how I use them to try to get rid of shadows. And then I have this boom stand. This is called a mic. It's actually made for microphones, but I found that it works really well, especially with my phone, because it's not very heavy. With my camera, because it is heavier, I actually had to add this counterweight. I don't know if you can see. So I just hung like a laptop bag, and then I filled it full of heavy stuff, so it sort of weighs about the same as my camera, and that way it doesn't, you know, tip. But I also have, if you can see here, ready? Let's go for a little walk. I also have this little, that's tricky to see, hey? This little stand, it's like a selfie stick thing that I got from the dollar store, and I've been using that for my phone. So if I'm doing a recording with my phone, I'll just stick it onto there, and I've kind of strapped it on and taped it in place. It's really high tech. But my camera itself, I use the zap straps to hold it on and kind of angle it at the right angle. So super high tech, right? Yeah, it works. Okay, so I have this little laptop stand that I got from IKEA just to give it a bit of an angle, so it's just easier to draw for me. A little clipboard that I got. What else? I have these very fancy boxes to give my lights some height. And yeah, so I have these 3 lights. I want to talk about the lights a little bit, what they are and why I use them. So these are Light is the brand name. They actually make a bunch of different types of lights, but the reason that I love Light so much, this one has 3 different brightnesses, and it's a touch light, which is really cool. But the reason that I like these so much is that the light itself is very white. Like it's a very white light. So if you're doing something where color is really important, these are great. They give you a really true color, as opposed to a lot of them which are kind of yellowy tinged. It affects your colors. So I love these things. So when I'm doing a shoot of any kind, I actually like to have as much control as I can over the lights. I'm still learning, but I do find that turning off the overhead light can be really helpful a lot of the times. So I'm going to do that quickly for you here so I can show you exactly what I've done. Whoop! Sorry. Here we go. Turning off the lights. Very high-tech video happening right now. So I have these 3 lights. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So one of the big challenges with doing any kind of shoot is trying to control the shadows, especially with the hand, because you don't want the shadow covering what you're coloring, because then it will be really hard for people to see what you're doing. So what I've done is I have these 3 lights. First of all, so let's see, the first one that's important is the one that will be, wait, hold on. How can I explain this? So I'm right-handed, right? So when I color, I do not want the shadow to be on this side. I want this side of my hand to be the best lit so that there's no shadows. See how you can't really see much of a shadow there? It's behind my hand instead. So that will be my lightest one. So on that one, I have it on full power. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Full power. And then to try to cut down on the shadow behind my hand, back here, I have another light, but I won't put it quite as strong. So maybe I'll just put it as 1. So it's a bit of a filler light. So it just decreases that shadow. But if I make it too bright, it's going to make bigger shadows on this side. See? Whoops, 1, 2, 3. And that's too shadowy. So I'll just turn it down a little bit. If you do find you're having really strong, crisp shadows, then move the light further away. I wish I could actually move these further away and then have a better lighting for sure, but this is just what I did. Okay, so another thing you can do, if it's still not quite bright enough and you want to have really good crisp lighting, whoops, messing around, you can bounce light. So I wanted another light, but I didn't want to put it directly on to the paper to risk having more shadows and things. So what I did is I actually taped a big white poster onto the wall, and then I bounced the light off. So 1, 2, 3. Just by shining light onto this poster, it actually adds a really nice fill light, or fills the room up with more light without creating a lot of other shadows. So this is kind of the end result. So let's see. Okay, so quick recap. This one's the brightest, so that it lights up what I'm doing without causing shadows. This one is only on the first of 3 settings. It's dimmer, so that it adds a little bit of light behind me to decrease the shadow behind my hand without causing a ton of shadows. And then this one is bouncing light off of the wall just to light the room up more, because I have my overhead lights off. See? Wait. Oh, off. Okay, that was really awkward. Sorry. All right. So anyway, that's pretty much it. It's not that high tech. Oh my gosh. Sort of like this video. I just wanted to do a quick video to share it with you. So, yeah, hopefully that's helpful for you. Again, let me know what you've done, if you found any little tricks like the zap straps or something else like that. I'd love to see your setup or hear about what you do to make it work. If you have suggestions for me to make it better, I'm always learning. I don't know it's perfect, but I just wanted to share with you what I've done in case it's helpful for you. So I hope that helps. Anyway, keep an eye on the comments and the description, and I'll add the link to how my video actually turned out so you can see that. And I think I'll even have this download from the Great Trail up online so you can color it yourself. And I'd love to see that too. So yeah, I'm Crystal Salamon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Crystal Salamon. And oh, and remember, it's okay to color outside the lines.